Hey there, welcome back. This is Craig Weir. I appreciate you getting back to the channel. I've got a very kind of controversial subject I want to talk about today. I really don't mean to hurt feelings or step on any toes, but I'm just going to kind of say it like it is and give you the facts. The title of the thing kind of describes everything. It says why your advisor says wait and why the math says convert big and now. So I want to be respectful of the relationships that you have with other people in your life, but I also want to just give you the bare bones truth about the situation. And I can evidence it in many different ways. Think about something in your life that you absolutely know to be true and the right way to do something. You've done it thousands of times, and you know that there's in this particular thing that you're thinking of, there's really only one way to do it. I can think of baking. There are certain ingredients that you have to have or it doesn't work. I can think of fly fishing. I mean, you have to have a hook to be able to catch a fish, but you probably have skills of your own, whether it's your career or hobbies that you have or construction, or there are things that you know that are universal that have to be done. And you've done it so many times that you know that there's really just one right way to get it done. And then imagine somebody else comes along and they say, oh no, you shouldn't do that. And this person doesn't have hardly any experience doing the activity that you're very proficient at. This person hasn't got special tools that you know are necessary to be able to get a proper evaluation. They just have an opinion, and they have a strong opinion, and they voice their opinion a lot, and they're kind of right, but they're not really right. They're not getting to the right solution. And that's what this video is today. My message to you today is all about that we have happened to us so many times a week. Our CFPs take calls from people who tell us that, well, why is this contrary to what my advisor tells me? My CPA tells me this. You can't be right. We're knocking our head up against the wall because we do this so often. So look, if you've been told to go slow, or you've been told stay in your tax bracket with Roth conversions, or no, you make too much money, you have too much, you're not alone. But here's the truth. That advice, while well-meaning, may cost your family hundreds of thousands, even millions of dollars in unnecessary taxes. Our registered investment advisor firm, our financial planning firm, is Q3 Advisors. We've been in business for 15 years. We've taken a message of dramatic and accelerated Roth conversion to the nation for the last 5 years. I've spent 15 years developing this specialty. I'm not here to argue opinions. What I'm going to share with you today is not my opinion. We bring the math to the table. We have proprietary reporting software that we develop because so much of the other financial planning software just doesn't cut it. And I've got another podcast, YouTube, that's coming out on that you'll get to see all about that. But we've helped over 1,200 families. And collectively, we've projected those families are going to avoid $4 billion of savings. So when somebody comes along and says, no, that's the wrong way to do it, you can imagine while we try to be patient, that we get kind of tired of hearing it. And only because they're coming to us, the client is coming to us unarmed with the facts. They're coming with an opinion from somebody they trust who wants to help them, but just doesn't know what they're doing. So the common advice that you hear is, look, stay in your current tax bracket, or, you need to wait because you're going to be in a lower tax bracket later, or, don't convert too much at once. Or even I've heard this a lot too. Look, we'll just do a little each year and that'll get you where you need to go. And while it sounds safe and it sounds conservative, it is, but it's rooted in traditional financial planning tools that they use that have limitations built into them all by themselves. And it's designed to be really conservative because they don't want to throw something at you that's going to appear to be too aggressive. And to be truthful, it may work for smaller balances, or for people who've got maybe, I don't know, 200 to 500,000 in their IRA. But the problem is when you get to the IRA millionaire state, you require a totally different way of thinking about this problem than what most people do. And that requires a different approach to the solution. And those advisors' lack of experience in working with these people is part of the problem. The other problem is that they just don't have the right tools to be able to do it. And they don't have enough at bats to understand what it really takes. and their primary business is probably focused in a totally different area, and to stop and to think about this and to actually do the work that it takes to come up with the right answer is something A, they're not getting paid for, and B, they just don't want to do the work because they got other things to go do. So to be fair, if your balances are more modest, that advice that has been said to you is probably perfectly fine. Probably. I've seen cases where staying at your top tax bracket, you'll actually pay more tax than if you just did nothing at all. Those people are not who we serve. Our business is to serve the IRA millionaires. We serve couples and individuals that are in their 60s and they've got large tax deferred accounts. We talk to people who, clients who probably aren't going to drop into a really low tax bracket for the rest of their life, especially when they consider what's going to happen when the required minimum distributions come into their life. And those, we also serve those people who are going to face those large RMDs. They're going to face IRMA penalties, whether they do conversions or not. If they do conversions, they have a shot at reducing them. And people who maybe are going to face something called the widow's trap. They're going to be leaving all the money to a spouse who now is in a single taxpayer bracket and has really no way to solve the problem equitably. Look, a Ferrari mechanic and a Ford mechanic are both highly skilled at what they do, but you probably aren't going to take a Ferrari to the local oil change shop. Probably going to find a specialist that can do that. So part of the challenge that we face and that you face in trying to discern what's wisdom for you and what's the right approach for you is that there's this flawed premise that exists, and one of those is that conventional planning is going to assume that you should stop at the top of your current tax bracket. Unfortunately, that just doesn't fully model the compounded growth of the problem that you're going to have if you have those large IRAs. And it also, part of the other flawed premise is that it assumes that Medicare premiums need to be avoided. And in reality, if you avoid them early on and you don't get the conversion down to the optimal size of IRA that's remaining, you're going to end up paying Medicare premiums anyway for the rest of your life. Our average client will save over $80,000 of Medicare premiums over their lifetime because they reached to higher tax brackets and because they did accelerated Roth conversions. So the number one lesson I've learned, whether it's easy to hear or not, is that if you're an IRA millionaire, the only way that you're going to win this tax game is to convert more than you currently are comfortable converting and at a higher tax rate than you're currently comfortable with. When clients of ours see the math that we do for them, they get comfortable really quickly because they realize that there's millions of dollars to save. Our average IRA millionaire client saves $3 million of future taxes for them and for their heirs. That becomes really easy for them to get their head around once they see the output, once they see the alternatives that are available, as opposed to most other advisors are just simply offering an opinion or a simple little spreadsheet that they put together, or they maybe used a financial planning software and they did a 1, 5, and 10-year analogy of doing Roth conversions instead of finding an optimized solution. And let me tell you, folks, the difference between a good Roth conversion plan and an optimal plan is hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars of taxes to you. You don't want somebody that gives you an opinion. You don't want somebody that's just going to throw a hand grenade at the problem. You want somebody that's like a laser shooting directly at what the issue is and finding the best solution for you. We model net worth and net present value, not just today's taxes. We calculate lifetime taxes paid and avoided, not just this year's tax return. We show what happens when one spouse dies and where you're going to be left if you don't get it done. We even stress test these things for legislative risk. It sounds aggressive until you see what happens if you don't act. So look, if your advisor has never modeled all these different factors and they don't already have a tool that allows you to see in a really simple format what's best for you, well, of course their recommendation is going to be different. We'll do hundreds a month of trying to find the optimal solution for people. And remember, we don't have any ulterior motives. We don't want to manage these people's money. We don't have financial products to sell them. We're just trying to come to what's the best decision. So when I set up the whole firm, it was the whole premise is how do we just give people the best advice we can? The problem is the other advisors, although they're well-meaning and probably wonderful people and they help you tremendously in other areas of your life, they're just working with limited set of experiences and different tools. And if you let that the good feeling about the other things they're doing great for you influence you on this area that they don't know a lot about, then you're going to have a problem. We frequently use the analogy of your existing advisor is important and they're valuable to you. They're kind of like your primary care physician that you've been going to for your whole life. But all of a sudden you come to the realization that you may have a heart problem. Do you want the physician doing open heart surgery? They've never done it before. Or do you want to go to the best cardiologist in the world to be able to solve the problem? Well, I think the answer is that everyone would choose would be obviously you want a specialist. That's what we do. We specialize in this. I mean, just last month, a couple we worked with had like a $2.3 million IRA, and I think it was a couple different income streams. Their CPA said, well, we just need, where you are on your tax brackets, you just need to convert about $50,000 a year. Well, think about that. $50,000 a year, and at a 6% rate of growth, that IRA is growing by $120,000 a year. And all the CPA is going to convert is 50,000 because of some roadblock that's a marginal tax bracket. We showed them the math. We ran all the reports. We produced this beautiful game plan for them. And if they'd have followed the CPA's advice, we calculated they were going to pay, counting all their other income streams, about 2.2 million in taxes over their lifetime. By accelerating and using an optimized conversion plan, they're now going to avoid over $1 million of taxes. Your advisor isn't wrong. They're just using the wrong framework for your size of problem. And frankly, they don't have the experience or the tools to really fully evaluate the number of different outcomes that would give you a better outcome yourself. We work with our clients' advisors every day. We're very friendly toward them. We want to include them. We only want to make their job they're doing for you better and easier for you. And once they get around the roadblock in their mind that we're trying to make them look like an idiot or that we're trying to steal business from them, once they get around that and they see our reports, they start singing our song. And in fact, we even have a whole division where we're now allowing advisors to work with us on a referral basis to where they become kind of closer and they can actually work with us closer. We still do all the work, but we allow them, and we started this because we've had dozens and dozens of inquiries from advisors of clients who they saw our reports and they said, how do we work with you? And I just haven't been ready to open that door until recently. So look, if you saved well and you want to make sure that your wealth benefits your family and not the IRS, let's run your numbers using Rothology, our system. If you'd like to kind of get a little bit of an idea of what's possible, you can click the link below in this video and see what's possible for you using our brand new Roth conversion calculator. So we've built it using the database of real client situations, and we've put those into different tiers. So depending on your specifics that you put into our calculator, we'll come back and we'll help you to give you a projection of taxes that you're going to pay. And we'll even tell you what's possible of what you can avoid in taxes based on those things. So I hope this makes sense to you. I hope if you're watching this and you're somebody who we've met with, one of our advisors is sending this to you, I hope you'll take the step of saying, that makes a lot of sense. Let me get back with them and get it done. For those of you that are just kind of finding us on YouTube, I hope this makes some impact on you. I hope you go through the conversion calculator. And if you want to get it done right, we hope you come to Q3 and let us help you out. Take care. Have a great day, and God bless.